All right.
How's it going, dreamers who have been waiting and those who are joining in? Welcome to Friday, August 7th. It's a great day. It's been phenomenal weather. I'm social media coordinator Tucker LaBelle alongside director of operations Roman Weinberg. We are here in the beautiful downtown area of Dubuque, Iowa on what has been a phenomenal, beautiful day. Obviously, you know, in a week of what we could call sad news for a lot of people, we've made the best out of it. Seen a lot of good around it and seen a lot of great weather and good people and still the value of baseball. So we are excited to be here with you guys in person, joining you here and just being able to sit down and talk with you guys and connect with you on a personal level. And offer that personal interaction that so many of us need in today's world.
That's right. Happy Friday, Dreamers. August 7th, bringing it home. It feels like it's been so long since we've been with you. However, it was just last week.
It's crazy.
But, July was very busy for us, and we were anticipating it being the same in August. However, we got the news Monday afternoon. A mixture between the media, ourselves firsthand, and hearing it from Major League Baseball. I received an email from the Vice President of Communications with Major League Baseball informing us that the game had been postponed officially and that they were working on a statement. So we were keeping tight-lipped until later that week when an official statement did indeed come out from Major League Baseball and stating that the game would be postponed. So the good news is the White Sox are going to play in it. And the good news is the game is still happening. So for us, it's the same, right? We look at it. There's a silver lining in anything. I know it sounds corny to say, but now we're open. The site is open for those that are interested in coming out the week of what would have been the game. So this weekend, we're open through the 16th, 8th through the 16th. So if you're looking for home tours or the Baseballism store, getting your Field of Dreams swag, you can do that. Come out, play catch, run the bases. It still is a safe venue amid what's going on right now. So face masks, not so mandatory on the field, but obviously encouraging it for fans that are in the Baseballism store and in the house.
And on top of that, I will tell you, Baseballism has some great new masks they just got in. Some of the most breathable masks I've used, and I've been working out in a lot lately. So if you come to the site and you feel like you need a mask, pop in the Baseballism store. They do have a mask. Another interesting thing I just found out, if you are planning to come to the field and stay in Dubuque, which is the closest large town about 20 minutes outside of Dyersville, Dubuque will now have a mask mandate starting on Monday. So if you come to town, make sure you have a mask with you if you're staying in Dubuque. But aside from that, come out and join us. Wow, those birds
were low,
really
flying.
low birds. That was wild. But just make sure, guys, you're prepared. Have a mask with you just in case. But again, it's an open air venue. We're blessed to be in the position we are.
That's right.
And I mean, I think if anything, I'm excited because this time now, looking to the MLB game, we're not rushed. We can prepare. We can get as much content as we want. And guys, we get the chance to build the hype all over again.
Yep.
And for us, that's one of the coolest things to be in a position to get you guys excited about an event of this size.
Right. It's the prolonged exposure. For us, holding national events like this and large-scale events such as the Team of Dreams event, the Ghost Sunday shows, it's marketing like that that keeps us on the map, that keeps you, the dreamers, interested in coming out and seeing the film and seeing the movie and the film location. So definitely having those events is immense for us. And the fact that it's just being prolonged only enhances that and keeps it going for another year. But also, the economic impact, it's going to happen for the community of Dyersville, Dubuque County, the state of Iowa. It's just, again, pushed back another 12 months. So that's okay. For us, we're still honored to be a part of something like this, historic for the state of Iowa. And it's a huge testament to everything the film means and to you, the loyal fans and dreamers, for your support. MLB listened and decided to hold an event here, as I think the league has done an extraordinary job within the past several seasons at creating special events to help globalize the sport, grow the game. Fort Bragg, the Play Ball Initiative, the Let's Play Initiative, Stand Up to Cancer Initiative, so many other things along with special events that the league has done to really grow the sport. And that's one thing I do have to tip my cap to Commissioner Robert Manfred for doing, is growing the sport in a positive direction amidst a pretty bleak time right now in Major League Baseball's history. So Frank Roberto, any messages, dreamers, drop us a line. And in fact, Frank Roberto, happy Friday, Frank.
How's it going, Frank? Good to see you.
Shared a little secret there that I don't know if many of Dream Nation knows, but tomorrow is our social media coordinator's birthday, and those pros are scaring me a little bit.
Really low,
but yeah, so it is your special day tomorrow. Any plans care to share?
My plans are to on my campus here to help people move in, to help people stay healthy. Obviously get through COVID as a campus as well as the Field of Dreams. So my plan tomorrow more than anything is to help people to the best of my ability. Sit back and know I help them. At the end of the day, have a good time, hang out with some friends, and just soak it all up. You only turn this age once, and I always tell people on their birthday, it's an awesome day. You're only going to hit that once in your life, but everything there moving forward make it that much better every year. That's where I'm at with it. I feel like Roman, you and I have both been blessed in the past 6 months and a year, especially with all the opportunities we've been given.
Yes.
It's been a very, very, very exciting time. So for me, when I look back on my my year of being 20 years old, I thought it was one of the coolest years of my life. Now the year of being 21 will be that much better, and we will be bringing you all this stuff. We both really enjoy our jobs.
That's right.
And so I'm just excited to do that again more than anything. That's the best birthday present out there.
Good. It's a blessing, and I gotta say, time for me to reach down deep here. It's been a pleasure working with you, bud. Great addition to the team, and it's fun creating content that Dream Nation enjoys, and hopefully you do enjoy it. If there's anything else you want to see, as always, we've said this again and again, but please share new ideas, things that you're seeing from other pages that you follow on social media, whether that's Instagram, Facebook, Twitter, Snapchat. We don't care. We just want to grow. We want to change, and we want to have interactive content for the dreamers out there. Speaking of which, we're going to have another giveaway, and Monday, it's coming your way. We're going to give fans a week to go ahead and fill out the Google form, but it includes one of these, not this design. However, we do have a sample in our warehouse that I say warehouse like we have a Walmart distribution center.
In the barn.
Yeah.
In a barn.
In a barn. It's not a huge warehouse, but it's big enough.
It's a fitting warehouse.
That's right. That's right. This is a very unique design that we are getting approved to sell. So there's just a sneak peek here coming forward. This is an actual baseball bat that was carved out for a mug to have any beverage of your choosing, an ice cold brew or a warm coffee, something like that in the morning. A little hint though, don't let anything sit overnight in the mug.
It's true.
Yeah, I broke that rule and learned real quick that that's frowned upon.
But now we know that for you guys, you learn something for you.
I'm
you
the
learn
guinea
something
pig.
For them.
I'm the guinea pig.
That's it right there.
You know what? You're a first responder. Yeah.
By some means, yes.
By some
means right now, actually, yes.
With what's going on,
I would be considered.
You're putting
right
your health and safety on the line for the upcoming freshman at Clark University.
I am. I'm in a blessed position to share a role at the Field of Dreams, and also on my campus, being a resident assistant. It's
Go Clark.
Crazy time to be a resident assistant right now. But I've learned in the past week especially, there's so much from the academic world and the interaction with people that carries over into our jobs,
right,
that you can really see the interaction and the fact that our jobs have so much to do with education in a way.
Yes.
It carries right over.
Yeah.
And so it's pretty cool to see both sides of it, I will say.
That's right. That's right. Bob Pritchett says, nice hat, Roman. Well, thank you.
It's a good hat.
This actually was a limited edition giveaway from Baseballism. And
it says Dyersville on the side.
Yeah, Dyersville on the side.
Yep.
And then, even though it's probably backwards, that Baseballism
flag
logo,
man right there.
The flag man, love it, babe.
And you love seeing people. We've seen several people show up with these hats, completely decked out, ready for their day at the field.
Yeah,
that's super cool.
But they're selling them now in a different color. It's navy blue. We love it. And my favorite part is that corn.
Yep.
You have to have a little bit of Iowa in there. It's the touch, right?
It's such a signature.
But that's pretty cool.
Quick shout out to Jenna. Jenna is the manager at the Baseballism Field of Dreams location. She has been an awesome addition into our lives and our world of baseball.
That's right.
And an awesome person to have at the Field of Dreams as an ambassador. So we've really enjoyed working with her. So Jenna, if you're watching, I don't know if you're in the shop right now watching, but shout out to you. As always, you do some amazing stuff and help us, grow this incredible message that we get to be the messengers for.
That's right.
So big shout out there. Bob Pritchett, happy early birthday. Thank you, Bob. I appreciate that. And Robert Long, thank you as well, guys.
Hi, Robert.
We're glad you guys are tuning in. We love seeing, the classics in here and seeing people that we see every week. For us, that makes it so much cooler. because we realize that we're tied into your lives, and we keep in touch. Obviously, Frank, we're friends on Facebook, and we kept in touch on there a little bit too. Really cool one there. I got a really interesting message today, and it kind of hit me as to how far spreading our impact can be on people.
Mm-hmm.
I got a message from a good friend and a visitor as of last year to the field, Mal from Australia.
Yes.
Mal was giving me birthday wishes from Australia. And that's when it hit me that we are in the coolest and most unique position to impact lives through baseball, dreams, and the lifestyle that we live.
Mm-hmm.
And that's pretty cool to see.
Yeah, it is.
It's reassuring.
It is. And it's in other networks that I'm a part of too. They find out I work for the Field of Dreams, and it's like they start just telling you these hidden secrets. Some people I've known for several years or longer, and then they find out you work at the Field of Dreams, and boom, like inner secrets pouring out of you. And it's like, but that's what the field does.
That's what it is.
And it's pretty cool to see that because, obviously, I don't know if it wasn't that I was trusting enough before, but something about working at the Field of Dreams, boom, pours out emotion and just joy and this rawness that brings out in us. And I think that makes us better at what we do.
I think it does, but I think and it's also so cool that, when people learn what we do,
mm-hmm.
they're so trusting to give us those innermost secrets.
Right.
That you realize that this movie and the meaning of it has played so much into their lives or their father's lives
mm-hmm.
or their family or their friends, whatever it may be. And when it comes down to, we say this every day, what other movie is going to stick with somebody for 31 years and mean something so incredibly meaningful? And I can't think of another movie.
You're hard pressed to find one. And I feel like Alfred Hitchcock is here because these birds are just...
We have some crows up here that just keep coming really low. But hey, it's part of the ambiance.
It is.
It is.
But I was saying, I was given tours earlier this week, and a gentleman was starting to cry during the tour because there's a certain point where you get to in our spiel
mm-hmm.
about how it affects people and the story of how the Field of Dreams movie site became so iconic in its own right and developed its own legacy. And it's different. It's far and above, any other movie site. I feel it's so unique, and it is different than the film itself.
Mm-hmm.
I feel like it extracts different emotions. And
it's so deep.
Right.
It really is.
Right. And I've said to people that it's so raw and inspires so many for so many reasons that whether you're healing off, recovering from the loss of a loved one, to needing inspiration to either start your own business
mm-hmm.
or run that marathon, or
which we hear all the time.
Right. Yeah. Or take that next round of chemo, or take that surgery, it doesn't matter. It serves as inspiration for many. And the fact that we get to be a part of that, the site continuing to heal people, but push them forward, go the distance. People are going the distance when they come here. They find that motivation to go the distance. So thank you, Dreamers, for coming out and visiting us. And it's a pleasure.
And I'll tell you right now, guys, it impacts our lives in a way that you'll never know. That when we can leave after hearing a meaningful story that day, and I guarantee there's one story every day that sticks out to us, and that one story, that'll hook us for the rest of the day, and you realize, you go to sleep at night and you realize that you are able to impact lives in a positive manner. And so we feel blessed to be in that role. It is a very unique role that when you tell people that you work at a movie site, the first reaction is not what we explain. Most people will immediately think that it is some type of amusement park situation, but when we tell them the movie, it immediately changes. They realize how meaningful it was, and the fact that it is not just another movie site. It is very, very, very much sacred ground.
It's crazy, and something to enhance visitors' experience on a different level, I'd say, rather than just the movie site. If you're looking to learn more about the making of the film, a great addition and complement to our home tours is the If You Build It exhibit. And that actually just opened today. It's in Dyersville on 1st Avenue. We highly suggest it. It's called the If You Build It exhibit. So I was part of the committee to plan that, and I can tell you the amount of detail that was put into that, the effort from countless individuals throughout the town, the pride that they take in saying that they're associated with something like that. It's a long overdue. Dreamers, you have to go see it. If you're in town, definitely recommend it. It's open from 10 to 5 Monday through Saturday and noon to 5 on Sundays. Only $5 a person, guys, and 500 gets in free. So just like our site, we're not trying to break anybody's bank. We're trying to give you the opportunity to come out and give back to the community. That $5 gets pumped right back into nonprofits and business development, economic development in the area. And same thing with anything you spend at the Field of Dreams. Donations that you give to the field goes right back into pumping and maintaining the field that you all love and that we love. So we appreciate it, but definitely go out and see it. The ribbon cutting was Wednesday night, and again, opening day today. Very exciting. There was a buzz all throughout town all week about it. So it was very fun for me to see. I know you didn't get to go there, but we'll get you in there. We'll get you in there for sure. So must see. Bob Pritchett, what do you got?
Reds get beat 13-0 and played 7 innings, double headers. Should MLB add the 10-run rule in this shortened season to save players? Bob, great question.
It's a great question, and kind of to tangent off that, I don't really have an answer for you, Bob. I don't know if you've got more.
I don't. Bob, one thing I continue to watch these games, and I'm a diehard Dodgers fan, and I watch these games, and I see how these rules and this season are affecting teams for the positive, and I definitely see how it's affecting teams for the negative. I think, in my opinion, it is one massive experiment. I think this whole year is going to go down in the books as a very non-traditional year. I look at it. It is baseball. I'm excited to see baseball back. But in a lot of ways, it's different. You don't have the same rosters. You don't have the same minor leaguers coming up and down, and that's part of the ambiance too. Is to see these young guys play, and so you're seeing it in a very different shade right now. And I think that rule right there and everything you're talking about, Bob, is very much a part of the strange adaptation we're going through right now.
And I think the lengths that teams are going to have to go to be able to win the series this year are going to be more severe than ever before.
Absolutely.
And have monumental impact on future years, because the wear and tear on your bullpen, the wear and tear on your starting rotation is going to be extravagant. And right now, bullpens are being used more so, and depending on the team. But I mean, for example, I'm a Cub fan. Cubs are red hot right now, but not for long, because the bullpen will start to be utilized more and more. And right now the starting rotation is just killing it. John Lester.
He's killing it. He is really killing it.
He's killing it. You have the professor who's killing it for the Cubs. So, Kyle Hendricks. So it's just so many guys. And that's true for several teams right now that are red hot. The Chicago White Sox, shocking a lot of people right now. So in a shortened season, you wonder with 60 games if that can be prolonged enough or sustained for long enough. But I still think it's just a different element to the game. It's going to be interesting to see how teams can adapt, because I think the Cubs are going to hit that rock bottom at some point. And that wear and tear is like any other right now, because they usually get travel days. These players get off days. Yeah. Right now, it's consolidated down to this constricted timeline, and there's not a lot of flexibility there. So very interesting.
Speaking of the wear and tear, you look at the health side of things with COVID. Roman, I know you have some information on the Cardinals, their most recent development related to COVID. And the Cardinals have basically postponed several games here with the Cubs because they have had more players test positive. Now, I don't know the in-depth story of this. I've heard a lot of rumors as to how these Cardinals players contracted COVID. I know the going rumor right now is that a majority, a group of the players, they went to a casino, completely defying all of the rules, allowing their team to play. They made a very selfish choice, guys. And one thing we're seeing right now is if you don't act the way that you should, you're going to affect the entirety of your team, the entirety of your season. It's going to affect a whole lot more than one person. So it really does take one player to go off the grid.
This is the example of it right here. I mean, they had 4 more players test positive on Twitter that they released, the St. Louis Cardinals franchise, on Wednesday, August 5th, but you see it in the NBA too. I mean, the first player that got it was speaking into microphones and kissing microphones, mocking, making fun of the disease, and karma got him. But he didn't even know where he got it. So, and it spread throughout his locker room. 3 more players on the Nets got it. So, just looking at it now, I don't know. It's difficult because I think it's going to, you're getting more and more positive cases right now and positive testing coming back from the locker room and front office staff. So It might be the fact that some of these front office staff are interacting with the players. So they might need to have some kind of a policy that limits interaction between front office and
you would think. And it goes right back to what we had said weeks and weeks ago when this season started. And it went down to, are they making the right decision not going with a quarantined bubble tournament rather to an MLB season traveling city to city?
I agree with that, but a good point here and something that was pointed out to me today, I was having conversations with individuals that have been a part of the league for so long that have this just unique knowledge and mindset that, and honestly, you don't have to be close to the game to get this, but you just have to be knowledgeable about what's going on. Is they're all red states right now, is the hubs that they were going to hold at. So honestly, that wouldn't have worked either. MLB was forward thinking and thought about that and saw the cases, saw the trends, and decided to audible to this strategy. And obviously it's not working very well either. So they're really in a tough situation. It's a lose-lose essentially. It's a win in the fact that we get baseball back, but at what cost? And I think that's
the biggest question.
Bob, you hit it on the head. At what cost, with your question there, at what cost for not only the players' health and safety, but for their long-term stability in the league? And, kind of going off of that a little bit, the development, you touched on the development a little earlier. I think the NFL is going through some, and this is a baseball show, but the NFL, every league is going to face its unique challenges. And with the NFL, I feel it's more player development oriented for, when you get into those preseason games, that is when you determine from 75, 100 player roster entering into training camp down to 53 men.
That's exactly it.
And especially with these guys being as young as they are in the big leagues, it's monumental. And I think it's I don't know how players are going to continue on and young players, how they're going to keep their careers going.
Yeah, and I mean the one thing too, I look at that comment, and yes, we are a baseball show, but we are so sports focused in our industry that you have to look at other sports and understand how they work.
That's right.
And an interesting move most recently was The Rock bought the majority of the XFL. Now you have to look at his timing in buying this and his reasoning behind it. And it's a very genius move on his part, because if he can create a tournament style thing that can prevail over the NFL's model this season, there you go. The XFL has a chance to succeed as a new and emerging league. So you have to wonder, guys, how is this going to affect other sports? Are we going to see, leagues and groups pop up that are prepared to handle this in a genius way with a resolution that will put them above major leagues? Or are you going to see the traditional giant leagues continue to prevail over the smaller leagues? So it creates interesting, glitches in the system, I would say, as to how sports operating moving forward until a vaccine is found.
That's right. And Frank, you are right. There are no NFL preseason games, and that's what I was getting to earlier, is that you're taking that element out. So teams are really having to adapt now.
They are.
And you're skipping that key part of the process where you're going to see a lot of prospective players get missed. And not because they're not good enough or make the cut. I feel like the NFL especially has advanced to where they're so good at catching these players that are the, Cinderella story, right? These dark horses that aren't noticed, that are undrafted. These undrafted free agents are picked up and utilized now more than ever before. But now this year is going to halt that.
That's it. And I have a good friend who his name's Tim Semich. Tim was a tight end for the Nashville Titans and the Miami Dolphins. And Tim, is one of those guys Tim's about 2 inches taller than me. He's about 6'8", 6'9", somewhere in that region there. An incredible athlete. Never went into college thinking he would be an NFL athlete. Got picked up randomly, and his proving ground was the preseason camps, was the preseason scrimmages. That really made his career in a way there. Right. So you got to look at it, and you got to wonder, these new developing athletes, the platforms they're traditionally given to excel on, those are pretty much getting eliminated. So they have to figure out a new and non-traditional way to excel. One of those that I definitely see is showcasing their abilities through social media.
Yep.
You have to wonder how much that's going to play into it. And gosh, in the past 6 months, we've seen 3 out of nowhere pitchers get signed because they were pitching in booths at games, and somebody got it on social media. There is your new platform to scout. There is your new platform to show ability.
Mm-hmm.
So you got to wonder, with that in mind, how are these players in all these sports leagues going to get creative with showcasing their ability?
Yep.
Excuse me. I got choked up there for a second.
Not only that, but you're seeing some of these. I've really enjoyed this. Is kind of one of the silver linings in all this, is that you get to see a different side of these players.
Absolutely.
A lot of them have come out with podcasts that are great listens. Ian Happ with the Chicago Cubs came out with one, and it's called The Compound, because him and 3 teammates were trapped at the spring training center in Scottsdale. And it was just them goofing off, but talking baseball and what they're doing to stay in shape and prepare for the game. So, not only if you're a front office executive for a major league team, you're looking at the face value of a franchise name as well, attached with some of these players that are growing in that right? So these fans are getting connected to these players on a different level, unexpected, yes, but a new level, and getting to know these guys as real people underneath the jersey, what's underneath, and that's key. So, it's been good to see that, but it's obviously good to see them on the field again, as long as they can stay healthy.
Absolutely. And, guys, I will say, we touched on it in the beginning here, but and one thing about the postponement of the MLB at Field of Dreams, something that I can sleep a little better at night about now is knowing that we don't have to worry about people getting sick out there.
Mm-hmm.
And realizing
the numbers are not very good.
No, and you have to take a step back from the sport and wanting to see this game and realize that if this game can be played in better times without a pandemic in mind, it is going to be that much more enjoyable, that much less stressful. And gosh, people are going to be able to enjoy it. You're going to have everyday people out there in those stands watching, not cardboard cutouts, not major officials. You're going to have people who really care about this from the bottom of their heart out there enjoying that game.
Right.
And to know now that will still be able to happen in better times, I think that's half the battle right there.
Yeah, and depending on how far we can progress with the vaccine and how the situation improves, we may see 8,000 people as originally anticipated out there. So if we can hold the game to 100% the scale that was originally envisioned by our CEO and chief preservationist, former Denise Stillman, and Major League Baseball, then so be it. Right now, the health and safety of everyone involved, the players, the front office staff, the athletic trainers, anyone involved for both organizations and our staff's sake as well, is number one. So for us, it was determined, the league made the decision amid what was going on for the Cardinals, but maybe it's for the best that this game got postponed.
I think it is. Because, guys, when it comes down to it, the way baseball should be enjoyed is with a dog and a beer in the hand and a kid with a mitt. And when you eliminate those key aspects of it, this game is just another game. But you have those aspects. You have these citizens of the area who have waited their entire lives to watch a live baseball game played in state on an MLB level. Those people will still get to enjoy that first game in Iowa history.
That's right.
And sitting back and realizing that those people who have waited their whole lives to see an MLB game being played in Iowa are still going to get that opportunity to see the inaugural game, that to me is good.
Yeah, that's huge.
Right.
That's huge. And we know that it is a priority of Major League Baseball to get Iowans to the game. So more information on that coming forward. We're not sure when this game will be held. We imagine it would be around the same time of the season, probably after All-Star break, yet that is to be determined. We do know, again, that it is the Chicago White Sox, their opponent, yet to be determined. But we're excited. It's kind of like, deja vu a little bit. It's kind of reinvigorating a little bit.
Because it was tomorrow last year that where the news was released. So it is very much like, oh, here we go again.
9 days before my wedding.
That's it. It was. Yeah, it very much was 9 days before your wedding.
So I went to Key West, Florida for my honeymoon, and I had to worry about everything going well at the farm, we call it. And it was a very interesting part of the year. But it was so fun, and we're excited to get this going again, ready for next year.
And, guys, in the meantime, we got some great stuff coming your way. We are going to continue to work on a documentarian style book to bring you more information. We get the time to focus on these things to bring you guys more content, as well as some great drone footage that was in a way given to us. And really, we had an amazing individual who shoots a lot of stuff for NBC and Fox, basically allow me to use his extremely nice, very professional drone that we would not have access to regularly. And he gifted that to us to use for a short amount of time, and I have enjoyed every second of it. But that also means that we're going to get some more content this week coming up, guys. And I want this to be the absolute best drone footage that we've ever done with the Iowa corn to still allow you to get the feeling of the field right now with our over 9-foot corn from the comfort of your couch.
That's it.
So we're going to bring that to you here soon.
That's it. We have something very unique too. So we are planning on implementing virtual tours and offering virtual tours of the inside of the farmhouse. So if you're unable to come out and uncomfortable with doing so, you can actually view the inside of the farmhouse on a virtual tour via Vimeo and check it out. So it's going to be a condensed version, but still something interactive that you can go ahead and enjoy. And birthday boy is looking good, says Mal.
How's it going, Mal?
Hey, Mal. Happy Friday, Dreamer.
Mal, guys. Mal is the one I was talking about joining in from Australia who sent those birthday wishes over. Mal, I was telling them how meaningful that was and how representative that is, that the Dream Nation and the individuals that follow the Field of Dreams are so far-reaching. You're a great example
living proof of that.
Very much so. So hello from Australia. Mal, it's good to see you. Hopefully we'll get you back out at the field. This time with no broken ribs. Last time Mal was out here, he had broken ribs. And
30th anniversary.
Mal was still playing baseball. So hopefully we'll get you back here in full health as soon as this pandemic and everything blows over.
Kudos to you, Mal, because I probably couldn't do that.
Absolutely.
It's fun because we have 60-plus tournaments at the field. And those guys take bad hops, and I've seen guys with bloody noses. And just get up with a pack of ice, shake it off, and
go back at it.
Yeah, go back at it, take their at-bat, and they're great. So probably better than I could do. So it's great. Bob, I was wanting to see FOD cutouts in the stands at the game. You know what? Hopefully we won't have to worry about it next year, but you might see it next year. It depends on what goes on. But
Bob, here's the thing. With this more time, it gives them more time to plan. Who's to say that some of the cast won't be out there playing? Out there throwing a first pitch or something.
I can tell you that was discussed.
Well, there you go. So you never know what MLB has up their sleeves. But we can rest assured that MLB wants to pay tribute to this movie, to the meaning of it, and it'll be done in the right way. So
I'm going to do something impromptu. I'm just going to stand up because I'm actually wearing – I was looking at our shirts, and our shirt colors are very similar. So this is an old design of one of our shirts. It's Is This Heaven? We've come out with several different designs of this style or with the saying, but I love that. I love this shirt. This one I got when I was an intern, so 6 years ago. It's dating me a little bit, but no, I very much enjoy it. It's my favorite. It's held well. This has had many grease stains and looks great still. So I like it. Fun fact.
So it's Friday. A good tribute to the quality of it.
That's right. Thanks, Frank.
There we go.
Good shirt.
Frank and Mal both commenting in again, and guys, it's so great to know that we've built a network of dreamers who tune in here. And get to enjoy hearing us ramble, but it also shows us that we love it, and we obviously have people stop out at the field all the time now, who go out of their way to connect with us and tell us how meaningful the field is to them, and all of you guys are those people. You're very much fit into that category and into the dreamers of the world, and guys, right now, let's be honest, we need a whole lot more dreamers out there.
That's right.
This movie and the meaning of it and the message behind it applies to our world more than ever.
Mm-hmm.
And so if you haven't watched it recently, guys, I know I sat back a couple days ago and watched it. Watch it. Maybe show somebody who hasn't seen it. Show them now because it'll mean something to them, especially amid the pandemic and everything going on.
It rejuvenates you too.
It does.
It motivates you. It's like every time I watch Rocky, I want to go drink some raw eggs and work out and run a marathon. It's very similar to that, except you want to give someone you care about a hug and apologize for something maybe even 10 years.
That's it.
10 years back, and make up for lost time. So, the Field of Dreams makes you put down these lovely devices for at least a brief moment of time and think intrinsically about your life and where you're headed. And,
exactly it.
You know, yeah, there are movies that do it, but I don't think any that do it as well as the Field of
Nothing
Dreams.
does like this.
Yeah.
Mal says, this summer I'm playing, giving me 52 years playing baseball.
That a boy, Mal.
Love to hear it. I have
Mal,
no
you
doubt.
umpire, right?
I also have no doubt that Mal will be playing until he physically cannot walk. Mal, you are so dedicated to the game, and seeing you build a baseball field in Australia amid the fires was something very humbling to see through your Facebook.
Yeah, amazing, Mal. You're a great human being, and I have to say, you remind me a lot of Frank Dardis. I don't know if you had the pleasure of meeting Frank, but he's one of the original Ghost players. He was an extra in the movie, and he plays in Florida and Arizona every year in the seniors league that he's in, and many a times his team ends up winning the whole thing and winning the championship.
Quite the ball player.
He is. He's a Hall of Fame pitcher for Loras College, my alma mater, in Dubuque, Iowa, just 25 miles east of Dyersville, and where we're at now, Dubuque,
Gosh,
Iowa.
what, 2 blocks away?
That's right. That's right.
That,
2 blocks away. So congratulations, Mal. Good on you, Frank. I watched it about a month ago and loved every second, says Frank. Frank, Roberto, you are so correct. It definitely doesn't lose its magic, and nor does our site, no matter how many times you go there. We just watched the movie this past Tuesday, says Bob Pritchett. That's awesome.
Bob.
I need to watch it. I watched it in May. So baseball should have been taking place at that point, but that's okay. Baseball is taking place now, so I should watch it, right?
That's it. Amen to that.
I should watch it.
No.
But, all right, I think on that note, unless you've got anything. Oh, I have something. So, you're wanting to social distance, streamers. You're wanting to come out to the Field of Dreams. You're wanting your dreams realized. I'm getting fired up here. You want to live like the Kinsellas for a night? See that fog roll in from the outfield and from the corn? You can do that at the Field of Dreams movie site in the farmhouse by renting out the Field of Dreams. And good news, not only can you do it next week, which we didn't think was going to happen, but you can do it in September. The reason September is so special is because we have a special discount going on. 50% off Sunday through Thursday, and Friday and Saturday nights, 25% off. The entire second floor has been remodeled, courtesy of Ideal Decorating in town, our interior designer. Thank you. You are a special sponsor and true friend of the field. It looks fabulous. And John, thank you for you and your staff and all of their dedication and hard work they put into that. We couldn't be more excited about it. Pictures coming up over the weekend on that. We'll have a cool graphic, and we'll put in another plug on social media over the weekend. But definitely, if you're interested in doing that, you can call us up on our phone line, our office line, 563-875-7253. Or go ahead and email us or look it up. It's on our website too. So learn all that awesome info on our website and social media. Just be on the lookout. So cool.
Hey, y'all. Stay healthy. Stay connected. Keep dreaming. It has been pleasant and enjoyable to see all you guys pop in here. Frank, Mal, Bob. If I'm leaving anyone out, I apologize. But, guys, thank you for all tuning in here and enjoying this and engaging with us. This means a whole lot to us as it does to you, we hope. And it's just another way for us to enjoy our lives, guys, through enjoying yours. Right. So we are happy to be here with you.
And Dream Nation, please join me in saying happy birthday, Tucker. Again, enjoy it tomorrow. Don't enjoy it too much. Stay healthy, stay safe. Get those freshmen moved in to Clark.
That's it.
Good luck with that. And to you all, dreamers, it's always a pleasure to meet you in person and virtually. Please reach out to us via social media with any questions that you have, any suggestions, any advice. We love to hear it. We're here to grow. We're here to learn. Stay safe, stay healthy. Have a good weekend, guys. We'll see you next week.
See you guys. Thanks, Frank.
Keep dreaming.
Not bad.